trying to win a game. You want to talk about playoffs? Coming into this game, people are like, man, okay, the Niners lost. They should have beat the Packers. But they were 37 seconds away from winning. And if they won that game, you'd be looking at the Niners way different, 3-0. Yeah, but they didn't win that game, and they got stomped today. And you're thinking, man, well, they're definitely not a Super Bowl contender. I mean, they have a guy with his head cut off playing quarterback right now. I mean, he's got to do all of the improvements. Good athlete, though. Definitely not a Super Bowl contender, but a playoff team? How is this team going to make the playoffs? They got 5 more games against the NFC West. They got a loss coming up next week. Then they got a bye week. They could beat the Colts, although that's at Levi Stadium. The Niners always lose at home. I mean, you still got Tennessee on the road on a Thursday night. That's a loss. Most likely, 5 more divisional games. I'm not sure this is a playoff team. And in retrospect, maybe it was ambitious to even project that. Again, what is different about this team than last year's team that went 6-10? Lance? Okay. Well, Kyle Shanahan's utter refusal to develop Lance in the offseason, in the preseason, in the regular season it's like, what do you got there? He's not really in a position to take you to the playoffs now. This is going to be him, a trial by fire, throwing him into the deep end. This is going to be uneven and rough at times. Not his fault. Not his fault. But again, it's the same team as last year with Lance thrown in except for Mullins. And Bosa's back, but so. Verrett's gone. Ebukam's here, but he doesn't make a difference. Mac's here, but he doesn't make a difference. It's the same team that went 6-10. And guess what? They're still injury prone. Jimmy Garoppolo still gets hurt. George Kittle still gets hurt. Raheem Mostert not going to play the rest of the year. It's the same team that went 6-10. And we're thinking, oh, well, they're not going to get hurt this year. Why? All their good players are hurt within 4 games, except for the guys who don't normally get hurt, like Fred Warner. I never understood why this team started talking about 2019. They should have been much more humble this whole offseason. Anytime someone brought up 2019, every person on the team's attitude, response, coach, player is, we're not here to talk about the past. That's what Jim Harbaugh would have said. We're not here to talk about the past. We're not here to compare ourselves to the past. We're here to move forward. And comparing a team that's the same exact as a 2020 team to 2019 made no sense. What we've got here is 2020 vibes. And the only way the 49ers can move forward into the future is by embracing Trey Lance and letting him, work out his growing pains. And I just don't see a head coach who's on board with that, because I see a head coach who's nervous for his job. And you know what, Kyle? I could have told you in the offseason that sticking with Jimmy Garoppolo for 1 more year wasn't going to get it done. If you wanted to have Trey Lance, you needed to be all in with him. If you wanted to have a non-Jimmy Garoppolo, non-rookie quarterback, you should have got one. I never understood how this team was looked at as a playoff lock. Seems to me they got the same issues as last year. So prove me wrong, Kyle. Turn this around. Because right now it's looking like a non-playoff team, and if you miss the playoffs, I don't see how you keep your job. Miss the playoffs 4 of your first 5 years in town, you're fired. You didn't want Tom Brady. You watched his film, and you were like, nah, you're fired. You didn't scout Patrick Mahomes, you're fired. They gave you 800 second chances. Make the playoffs right now. Make the playoffs this year. Beat the Cardinals next week. Figure it out. I thought Cliff Kingsbury was supposed to be terrible. That's what everyone told me. Dwelly is okay. We got you. It will help the Niners when Jimmy's gone and they have a cheap quarterback. How do you think it will help them rebuild? The problem with the Niners is the teams that really do it right with the young quarterbacks also have draft picks. So they'll have a cheap quarterback the next 3 years, but no first-round picks. So they won't be able to really go all in and load up their team the way that the Cardinals have. And that's on Lynch and Kyle. They're going to F you up, LOL. Hey, man, bring it on, dude. Bring it on. Always looking for an early retirement. Greg says, here's $5. Thank you very much. You're enjoying this way too much, LOL. I am. It's true. I don't mean to enjoy the Niners losing. It's just that it's hard when you go from February to now being like, guys, the Niners aren't as good as you think, and having Niner fans all over the world being like, Grant, stop annoying us, stop raining on our parade. It is validating, vindicating to be like, look, I held my ground for 8 months. I was right. You guys were too enthusiastic about it. It's fair. You're a Niner fan, but I was right. And I'm not going to waste an opportunity to say that. I was right. Kyle was wrong. End of story. Thank you for joining the clout. I appreciate it. Trey needs to get those mechanics fixed. Can't be missing easy slants. And dude, he needs to learn how to play quarterback. And he can. He's 21. He could really use a coach, though. And I thought he improved as the game went on. But, like, it got no feel. Thank you, the clout. Who is looking worse, Nagy or Kyle Shanahan? Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan's looking like a guy who's been way overrated by the entire country for a long time. This team is going to do a Harbaugh last year feels. That team went 8-8. Let's see if this team makes it there. I could see them being just like last year where they won 6 games. What's the difference from last year? What? Bosa? D Ford? Okay. Run It Back 3 coming to theaters September 2022. I don't think Jed York's going to let that happen, to his credit. Okay, guys, I got to drive home. It's about an hour to get back to Oakland. Got to try to sleep because I didn't sleep last. I was so excited for this game. I didn't really sleep very much last night. What's up, Zane? I'm still a Niner fan, but only to just to watch you live stream after the game and go off. Keep up the good work. All gas, no break. Robert Saleh. Ha. Waruna. Let me know if you see any pundits who asked us to calm down after the Green Bay loss. By tomorrow, blame will be on Cannon for fumbling. Yeah, you're right. That's right. Everyone's going to be like, let's just calm down. It was all on the special teams. All right, guys, I'm out. Thank you for watching. I'm going to do my shows out here from now on. So I like being able to walk around and stuff like that. It was better. I will be back tomorrow with Vish. So I'll see you guys then. 1,900 people watching. Eat your heart out, Kyle Shanahan. Does Niners YouTube get numbers like this? I don't freaking think so. You guys have great taste. And that's why I like you guys so much. Thank you for watching my show. So indebted. Chewy. Twitter mad. I keep calling Kyle out. Tell him, Grant. Oh, it's all on Kyle. I mean, I'm hard on Jimmy Garoppolo, but like Kyle is way underperforming his standards compared to Jimmy. Jimmy is doing Jimmy stuff. Kyle is like, you're not even Kyle anymore. You're, again, when Kyle coaches like this, he's no longer Kyle Shanahan. He is Kyle Bananahan. And I say that with no pleasure. It brings me no pleasure to call him Kyle Bananahan, but what else would you call him?